The ballroom smelled like citrus polish and expensive flowers, the kind chosen to suggest effortlessness. Everything about our company Gala was meant to say, we are stable. We are respectable. We belong. Spent 2 hours deciding on a dress that wouldn't make me look like I was trying too hard. In the end, I chose navy. Safe, professional, invisible enough. My husband, Aaron, adjusted his cufflinks in the mirror before we left. He looked tired. He hadn't said so. We hadn't talked much on the drive. Lately, our conversations felt like thin ice, present, polite, carefully avoided. At the venue, people greeted him first. Great quarter, someone said. Strong leadership, another added. Smiled beside him, nodded, accepted handshakes that were never meant for me. Then she arrived, Lena. She moved through the room like she was still the center of something. Tall, camera, ready. Surrounded by people who knew her from screens rather than from life. An influencer now. A brand. Story she had learned to sell very well. She had dated Aaron years before me. Briefly. Intensely. Publicly. I knew the outline. Know the details. He rarely spoke about her. When she saw us, she paused. Smiled. Walked straight over. Her perfume reached me first. Aaron, she said brightly.
Wow, look at you.
He stiffened.
Lena.
Hi. She glanced at me as if noticing furniture. And you must be. She waited. Claire, I said. Right, of course. We exchanged thin pleasantries. Cameras flashed nearby. Someone laughed too loudly at something else. Then, as if remembering a joke, she leaned closer to him. If you ever decide you want to be a dad, she said, voice light, public enough to be heard, you know where to find me. Some women are just built different. Not like your wife who can't even conceive. For half a second, the room didn't exist. There was only the sound of blood in my ears and the strange sensation of being hollowed out in public. Someone nearby froze. Someone else pretended not to hear. Aaron said nothing. I don't remember deciding to stand. Body did it before my mind caught up. I picked up my glass. It shook once, then steadied. You're right, I said. Voice surprised me. It sounded calm. Some women are built different. We're built to build. A few heads turned. No applause. No gasps. Just silence. I set the glass down, and I walked out. In the car, I didn't cry. At home, took off my shoes and lined them neatly by the door. Aaron stood in the kitchen, hands braced on the counter. I didn't know what to say, he said. That was clear, I replied. We didn't fight. We didn't shout. We just stopped pretending. Over the next 2 days, memories reorganized themselves. His reluctance to talk about certain projects, the sudden cash flows that never made sense, the contracts he refused to show me, consulting fees, paid to companies that didn't seem to exist, and Lena's posts, always close to our product launches, always hinting before announcements. I hadn't wanted to see it. Now I couldn't unsee it. By Monday I had called a lawyer. On Tuesday, spoke to compliance. On Wednesday I met quietly with an investigator. And on Thursday I handed over everything I had. Emails, transages, patterns, no drama, no threats, just facts. The meeting happened 3 weeks later. Conference Room B, glass, 2 board members, 1 legal representative, 1 federal agent. Aaron sat across from me, pale hands folded. No one raised their voice. The agent spoke in measured tones. Mr. Patel, based on this evidence. The words were ordinary. Consequences were not. Fraud, insider trading, conspiracy, conflict of interest. Lena's name appeared in documents like a watermark. Brand partnerships were payments. Her exclusive previews were leaks. Her empire was built on other people's trust. My husband had helped her do it. When he looked at me, it wasn't anger. It was recognition. I had seen. I had chosen not to look away. News didn't explode, it unfolded. A brief article, then another, then resignations, then investigations. Lena posted tearful videos, deleted them, posted again. Sponsors left quietly. Aaron moved out. We divided accounts. We spoke only through attorneys. Sometimes I missed him. Sometimes I missed the version of him I thought I had married. They were not the same. 6 months later, I walked past the same venue on my way to work. Different company was hosting something inside. Different flowers, same polish. I paused for a moment, not in pain, not in triumph, just awareness. My life was smaller now, less impressive on paper. But it was honest. I had my job, my reputation, my name. People looked me in the eye again. Some nights, I still replay the gala. The moment before I stood, version of me that almost stayed seated. I'm grateful she didn't. Justice didn't make me happier. It made me steadier. That has been enough.